Hey boys and girls, here I am out taking a walk, still thinking about theme. Today we're going to look at the difference between lessons in stories and themes in stories. They're related, and they're also different. We're going to look at what you learned in kindergarten, in first grade, second grade, third grade, and even in the beginning of fourth grade, about lessons and themes and how these ideas are related together. All right, let's begin. So, boys and girls, what I want you to do is I want you to take that sheet of some common themes in books, and I want you to take your chapter book, go to your reading spot, find a nice comfortable place to read, and I want you to read a chapter of your book. And I want you to find the lesson in the book, in that chapter, and I also want you to find some themes that kind of go with that lesson. Maybe you'll find multiple lessons and multiple themes. All right, good luck. So we're still using the book One Green Apple by Eve Bunting. I want you to go ahead and listen to the story again. So go ahead and hit pause if you haven't already. Go back and listen to the story. And today I want you to think about themes that were in the book and maybe some lessons that we could learn from the book, and how these ideas are the same and different. So go ahead and hit pause, listen to the story, and then come on back here when you're done. And if you've already listened to the story, let's begin. So let's look at the difference between lessons and themes. This is a pretty big deal. This really changes in fourth grade. So a lesson, also called a message or a moral, it's a goal to be learned that teaches you something, usually on how to live life. It's usually written as a sentence. Lessons are like, be good to your neighbor, help out your mom and dad, make sure you finish your homework. Those are lessons that we learn. But themes are different. It's a big idea that repeats in the story, and it's found in the characters, setting, and action. The lessons in the story usually give us a hint about what the theme is. Themes are usually written as words or short phrases. If you look down here at the bottom of this chart here, it shows you how what you've learned from kindergarten up into fourth and fifth grade changes. So in the beginning in kindergarten, students are just kind of listening to the lesson. The teacher reads the story and tells them the lesson. And then in first grade, students, they can understand the lesson and the story on their own. In second grade, they're identifying the lesson in the story. And then in third grade, they're not only identifying the lesson, but now they're finding details that help support that lesson. But now we're into fourth grade. Now we're determining a theme in the story, and we're supporting that theme with details. And we're going to use the lessons in the story to help us find the theme. In fifth grade, next year, just in a few months, you're going to be determining multiple themes in a story and supporting it with multiple details. Each theme in the story with different details from that same story. Now let's look at the story One Green Apple, and let's find some lessons in the story and some themes in the story, and let's look at how they relate together. So remember, a lesson or a message in the story is a goal that's to be learned that teaches you how to live your life. A lesson in One Green Apple is when assimilating to a new culture, it's important to know what part of your old culture you want to keep and what part of your new culture you want to learn. So Farda, she decides to keep her dupatta, but she wants to change her language. She wants to learn this new language of English. And understanding that lesson helps us find the theme. Remember, a theme is a big idea that repeats in the story, and it's found in the characters, setting, and action. So a theme in One Green Apple is assimilation. Assimilation means adapting to a new culture. We see assimilation in Farah learning English, making new friends, and sitting with boys and girls on the wagon. And we also see the theme of assimilation in the One Green Apple as it comes together with the other apples in the cider. So hopefully you see how the lesson of the story of learning what to keep and what to change helped us find the theme or the big idea of assimilation.